And we are live. Welcome back to Plant a Garden TV. How you guys doing tonight? Shout out to each and every one of you. Appreciate you all. Thank you all for all the support. I truly appreciate each and every one of you. Yes. Hey, what's up, guys? What's up? How you doing tonight? What's going on? Shout out to each and every one. All right. What's going on, guys? What's going on? I don't know. All right, give me a minute, guys. Let me wait hold a second. Let me see if anyone gonna come in. So I'm gonna play like a music meanwhile. someone message me and tell me I'm not showing up on YouTube as I'm live. I don't understand. All right. Yes, yes, yes. So what's up, guys? Good night, everyone. How you all doing tonight? Shout out to each and every one. All right, guys. Tonight we're gonna definitely be talking about what you growing. What you growing, guys? What are you growing this garden season? What are you growing? What are you growing this garden season? Well, tonight I want to show you guys something. I'm going to be showing you guys something in a few minutes. This is why, as a gardener, hey, Sissy Judah, what's up? Thank you for being here. I'm growing anything that I can fit in around my apartment, herbs, vegetables, and I think I will wait to get fruit trees until they go. All right, okay, all right, man. You getting prepared and ready. That's wonderful, man. And you know, I want to say shout out to Sissy Junior because for what mentioned there, Sissy Junior, you make me see, you make me understand. You actually growing around in your apartment. And shout out to you for that, man, because a lot of people, this is what we're trying to do, encourage people because you also have balcony gardening, you also have small space gardening, you have vertical gardening, and you have people doing it in their apartment. Shout out to you, man. Shout out to you. Because this is where we want people to understand you can do it. Don't ever believe you cannot do it, man. You could grow something. Because you know what? I'm going to tell you this. I have fruit trees, tropical fruit trees. I have some tropical fruit trees. And I know if I leave them in the winter, I know the winter going to basically destroy them. What I did, I bring them indoors and have them in a room. The room don't have no window, but it have one light inside there up in the ceiling. And I have them in the room. Sometimes the room is cold because no heating in that area. And these plants surviving. These plants surviving. So shout out to you for growing in your apartment, man. Thank you, man. Appreciate that because that's basically what we're trying to do. And while we're growing our food, we also want to able to learn how to store our food. This is important because we don't want to just be growing food and we're not storing them, or we don't know how to store them. We don't want to grow food and then our food spoil. So I'm gonna show you guys a few things, and I'm gonna show you guys also the importance of growing natural. The importance of growing natural is a blessing able to grow your food natural. Okay, let me see what you say. I have a 5 gallon bucket on the balcony and small porch area. Wonderful, man. Wonderful. Glad to hear that. That's motivation right there. You could encourage other people who don't have the space, the backyard, to grow something. You could motivate people. Yes, man, we could do it. You could do it on balcony. You could do it on your deck. You could do it in small space. When we talk about small space, there's a way. We call it vertical garden. Vertical garden is a really good way to turn a small space into a luscious garden. Small space, but you're doing it in a vertical way. The way you pack in them. You know, you pack them from stage to go up, the way you pack in them, and they also have their room to grow. They also have, if you want to grow like the cucumber, the vines, you run them up and create trails for them. And just like that, you could create a herb garden, whatever, like a vegetables in a small space. And on a balcony, City Juna have a 5 gallon bucket on a balcony and small porch area. Okay, now in a 5 gallon bucket, you could put a couple of herbs down inside that. You also could grow a pepper inside that. You know, different things you could grow. Because some of the plants them is small root, so some of them could handle a 5 gallon bucket. Even if you get a 25 gallon, even better. Because a 25 gallon now, you could place plants right around, especially herbs. So what I do in my 25 gallon, I might have a fruit tree in the center, and then around I have different fruits growing, herbs growing in the container so I can harvest from time to time. I grow herbs, guys. I grow some herbs, I grow lemongrass, I grow rosemary, I grow basil. There's a herb I'm gonna show you guys tonight that it grows up in my garden wild. It also is a herb I remember back in the days. It's a herb I remember back in the days they used to use. Is I'm gonna give you guys a name that I know I'm sure it have another name, but we call it seed and the leaf. That's what we call it. Seed and the leaf. And I'm gonna show you. Okay, citizen. I have a 5 gallon bucket on the balcony and small. Okay, all right. Yes, and the sea it have so much benefit, but I truly prefer we do our own research. Than I prefer give the names and then you do your research. You see, for me telling you the benefits, sometimes I really prefer we educate ourselves and do our research and also speak to a doctor before we proceed in taking any herbs. All right. There's a herbs I'm gonna show you guys right now. This is a herb that I grew up seeing. We used to use this back home too. But now it grow wild in my garden. Wild in my garden. Before I show you this, let me tell you something about storing herbs. All right? Let me tell you a little about storing herbs. When you store in herbs, you got to be very, very careful. All right? You have to make sure your herbs is dry properly. All right? And you don't too much want to put them in plastic. The honest truth is because plastic kind of sweat. I want to put this in. I want to put this in this plastic bag tonight just to show you guys. But I don't really store them in plastic bag because plastic bags sweat. And when it sweat, it could create mold within the herbs. And you know, you don't clean your herbs already, put them away, and then it turn mold. And you might catch yourself using herbs that have mold, and you don't want that. All right, you don't want that. So what I'm gonna say, what I do, let me show you what I do. You see these type of bag? After, when I wash my herb, I soak them in water, I wash them really well. After I wash them, I hang them in an area because I air dry them. I do not put herbs in the sun because if you put them in the sun and the sun dry them, they're gonna be crispy. By the time you do this, they're gonna be rolling off on the ground. So you don't want to put them in the sun. Okay? So I air dry my herbs, which is for me is one of the best things a person can do. Air dry their herb. When you air dry the herbs, it still holds a substance inside of it. I do not believe in dehydrating. I do not believe in drying them in the sun. I still believe that heat suck too much out of it. So when you hang them up and you air dry them, they hold up way better. All right, way better. This still able to hold some substance because you actually air drying them. Now, okay, let me put this in this container. All right. This is a herb that grows wild in my garden, and the benefit of it is on another level. Right? If you notice, you want to see I harvest it with the root. You want to see the roots them. I harvest them with the root. The smell is so strong, even though I harvest these in about August. August or late August, September. I harvest them. I air dry them, and you see the color. I air dry them, and they still looking green. And look how they still hold up. Now, if I did sun dry them, or if I did, yes, you could do that too. You could do that too, Sissy Junior. But if I did dry these in the sun, what would have happened? I couldn't do this. By the time I do this, all of them drop off. Look, they still have on their leaf onto this day. Onto this, oh, this is a hibiscus right here. You see this piece. So yeah, they wanna dry, they wanna be rolling off. And this, we call this seed on the leaf. I'm not sure what name they call it other places, but we call it seed on the leaf. It grows wild. Allegedly, resource state beautiful to help clean your kidney and many other things. But So I don't like to give. I prefer you go and do your own research. So I cannot. I don't know. Yes. So the roots, we are also save the roots. Hey, Godit, what's up? How you doing, sis? Thank you for being here. Yes, so I save the roots and I wash them really, really well, and I just store them. So every time I want some of this, because what I'm doing, I takes dosage by dosage. I do not just run around and just take herbs. I will take some of this, I will take a break, I will drink some water, then I might move on to another one. But I take breaks because I grow many different herbs, many herbs. But I don't try to just drinking herbs every day. I take breaks. Now, this one is what we call seed and the leaf, and this works since my grandmother used to use this back home. We used to drink this. We used to drink this as little kids growing up. And I'm telling you, as little kids growing up, we never used to get sick. The most used to happen to us, it might be a cold. And after we drink some herbs or go to the beach and wash out our head, get the mucus out our system, the cold gone. We had bush that we could have boil and drink, and when you boil a drink, you just coughing up it, bringing up all the mucus. Oh, you just bringing up all the mucus. So this is why I'm so into these things, because I seen what they done. I seen how much they help people. You see where I'm coming from? So this one, with all its seed and the leaf, I cannot. Give me 1 minute, guys. Give me 1 minute, see if I can find another name for it, because sometimes they have many names, but they have a seed under their leaf. They have a seed under their leaf. They grow wild in my garden. Let me see if I can get a name. Okay. The name Pholanthus noriori. Oh man, that's a kind of name. But this is the plant right here. Let me see if I can show it to you. Let me see if I can show it to you guys. This is the plant right here. This is the plant. I don't know if you can see the plant, but this plant is what we call seed under leaf. If you type in Google, it's going to give you the name, it's going to show you the plant. Just write in what is seed under leaf, the plant that name seed under leaf, and they're going to show you. You could all, exactly, you see, I know I was saying. Do your own research, guy. I believe in educating ourselves, not just me telling you. I want you to do your research. I give you the names, you do your research, speak to your doctor before you use any of them. Right. Now, according to studies, according to what's on Google, do your research on the herbs, but I know, I remember where they used to use it for back home. I remember. That what I mentioned before. They used to use your kidney, good to help clean out your kidney. The kidney stone and these type of stuff. Yes, they say it's good for that. But like I say, guys, we want you to do your own research. Don't just run out there and using these things. But it's so crazy because these things grow wild in my garden. I pull up so much of these every year and just throw them away. But I'm not gonna stop do that. I'm gonna start to save. I'm gonna save more. You see? Because the tea, I drink the tea, but I do not use sugar. I just drink it just so. Somehow or the other, I don't believe in drinking tea with sugar. And I can't tell you not to do that. But I don't believe sugar. I believe tea should be drink with pure water. Boil it, drink it. And I don't like to boil them. Some people boil the tea for a long time. I don't like to boil my tea for a long time. I just like to sometimes scald it, like just throw some hot water on it and let it marinate for a little, and then you drink it because sometimes you boil it, you boil it, you boil it, you boiling out the substance out of it. This is why we gotta know how to prepare our stuff. We have to know how to prepare them that they could give us what we need. This is why I just be talking about planting and how you grow them. Because this is how they give you what you need. No, these things grow wild. They just grow wild without any care. I do not bother these plants. I do not bother these plants. These plants just grow wild for themselves. And they have so much benefit, guys. So much benefit. I have these over 4 months now: September, October, November, December. We're in 5 months. Like I was mentioning earlier, 5 months. Look how they still look green. You see how they still look green and the leaf is still on them. Why? Because I air dry them. And the smell, you don't want to smell these, man. The scent is so strong. That's why I always say, guys, if I'm growing herbs, I'm not putting nothing. I'm just allowing them to grow. I'm just allowing them to grow. So this is what we call seed under leaf. Do your research. If you type in Google, I'm sure they're gonna give you the name that maybe scientists call it. Okay? So shout out to all the people all over the world, England, Canada, America, the Caribbean island, the Philippines, man, every place. Shout out to everybody, Australia, because a lot of people from these countries tune into my channel as well. So shout out to each and every one of you. All right, we appreciate you all. Yeah, so seed under leaf. Do your research on seed under leaf. And these things grow wild. Many people don't even know what is this plant for. This is why I believe in educating ourselves, not just growing them. You know, you have herb books. You have herb books that can show you plants, right? You see, I don't put them in plastic bag. I don't keep them in plastic bag. I'm only this bag. I'm only keeping it there now because I take it from the bungle, and my goodness, this thing is so smells so good. I'm gonna give you an idea as well. Okay, this is what we call rosemary. This is rosemary. I grow these rosemary, and this is how I put them. This is rosemary. I hope you guys seeing. This is rosemary. The smell, you don't want to smell this thing. This thing smell just like when it's on the tree. rosemary. It smells the same 5 months later, and it smells the same like it's on the tree. That's why I do not sun dry, and I don't believe in dehydrate. I believe in air dry. Air dry, all happen is the air blowing through them. The air blowing through. And the more the air blow through, it every day, it get drier and drier. When you realize it reach almost to drying, what I do, a bag like this. You see, this is a situ bag. Now, I put them in a bag like this and just hang them up and let the air continue. You want to make sure they dry properly. You want to make sure that there's no dampness in them. Because if there's dampness in them, this is 5 going for 6 months since I harvest these. If there's any dampness in them, you're not going to see them this color. You might see them, a matter of fact, they're going to spoil. But they're going to start to get dark. Anyhow you see, they spoil, they start to get dark. But look the color of this. The color of this is just beautiful. All right, so I'm sure everybody have their own way of doing this, guys. I'm sure I'm doing this way because it works for me. And like I said, when you dry them, it's like a mesh. It's like a mesh. So the air could go through. You could say it's cloth, but it have some fine hole in them. Now, I have some big bags like these, some big bags. So after I air dry them, what I do, I put them down in the big bags and just hang them up. Because you really, I try to keep them away from dust. I try to keep them in these type of bags while I'm drying them, because you don't want, when they're drying, anything land on them. You don't want no flies land on them. So I put them in an area, prepare an area where no flies and no bugs could go in. And I hang them up, because you don't want no fly and no bugs landing up on your stuff. Next thing, they start doing on your stuff, and next thing, no, you don't want that. So you want to protect them as good as possible. So after they dry really good, you could wrap them up, and you could put them in a bag. Not plastic bag. Plastic bag could make them sweat, and after sweat, they could spoil, and then sometimes they create mold. They create this mold with some whitey powder. Anyhow you see that, you got to throw them away. Because this is why the process is very delicate, because I try to do it in a way that I don't have to go over, worry about anything spoiling, worry about bugs flying on them. No, you don't want that. This is a bag full of different type. We have marigold in this one. Wait, hold on. Yes, you could find them on with a store name, the online store. Yes, you definitely could find them on online. Definitely. Is a netty bag like. You see, there's some real fine holes, almost like a stocking. Like a lady stocking, almost like that. The hole is really, really fine. Okay, so you see this is marigold. So in this bag, you have hibiscus, you have marigold, you have basil, you have lemongrass, You have all different type of form I pack up in this bag. Now, if I want, I can blend this. I can grind this and then use it. You could use it in your tea. You could use it in your food. You could sprinkle it in your food. You could use it. You have salad, eat in your salad. You could sprinkle it because at the same time you intake it. That's ways how you intaking it. You could intake it in different ways than just in the tea form. Yes, got it. Yes, it's like a mesh bag. Yes, yes, that's it. That's it. A mesh bag. Yes, you could find them online. You definitely could find them online. So yes, so all these is almost 6 months old. But if you look at them, if you look at them, they look as fresh as the harvest yesterday, as they now harvest. You see, they're fresh. And then the scent is just amazing. This is how I try to prepare them because I don't want to grow them, dry them, and then the lack of whatever they're supposed to give me. So if you air dry them, the substance stays inside, even in the stalk. If you air dry, this is the stalk. If you air dry it, there's some type of substance gonna left inside it. But if you sun dry them and dehydrate them, by the time you touch them, they're ready for pop. This is lemongrass leaf right here. If this was sun dry, by the time you do this, it would have crushed in pieces. Look, it's still the same. So in this form, they hold their substance. They hold their substance. So right here, that's what I was be telling you guys. This is the pharmacy right here. Right here, right here, this is a pharmacy right here. We have lemongrass, we have rosemary, we have marigold, we have seed under leaf, all this. So this is a good blend. Why I don't really blend them like that? Why I don't blend them is because I prefer when I want to make my tea, I take out some lemongrass, I take out rosemary, I take out what I want. You see? And then I have a cup that I can put them into and pour the hot water. And then what's gonna happen is it's just gonna, you know, take the juice of the substance and you drink the flavor. The flavor, man, is so amazing, even though you're not using any sugar. The flavor is just so amazing. Sorry for that, guys. Yeah, so it's the preparation. The preparation of herbs is very delicate. Like I said, we all do it different. And I'm sure some people might say something different. Okay. Yes, guys. So like this right here. You see? All different herbs roll up right here. So what I will do now, I will just take them and just soak them down in the water. Now there's a strainer that you will be able to drink the tea without these things getting into your mouth. The preparation, I don't care what nobody say. The preparation of herbs is very delicate. You know, herb is a specialty. Herb is a specialty. And you know who tell me that? An old guy tell me that. And I've get to understand. I was a little boy and an old guy tell me it's a specialty. And you got to know how to, the mixture, you got to know how to mix them. You got to know what to put together. You know, I'm still learning. I'm still learning. You understand? I'm still learning. But there's people who really know how to put these herbs, these things together. Yes, people understand the dosage, the measurement in order for fixed situation. It gotta be a certain amount, right? Let's put it this way. You want to drink alcohol, you go into the store and you go on and buy it, right? And then you just drinking. What's gonna happen if you continue drinking? What's gonna happen? It's not gonna do any good for you. It might then put you in a spot that you know, you can't even move. Why? Because you overdose yourself. You put too much. You drink too much. You also got to be careful of these things. The mixture. You got to know the mixture. So my thing is, I cannot tell you guys, but me personally, right? I'm not going and just be drinking, and I'm not going to be drinking too much because I'm still learning about the dosage. I'm still learning. I'm still learning how much you got to take. So this is why I try to take it easy. I try to take it easy. I don't want to take too much and overdose. This is why I say I take breaks and I go just to hot water. I just go and I drink a cup of hot water. Sometimes I drink a cup of water. Sometimes I go on my what you call it. Sometimes I go on my and I will drink a cup of hot water for like 45 days. Every morning I get up, I drink a cup of hot water. That helps purify your body, clean your body. We have all kind of thing inside us. We have to figure out how to clean them out. So using herb, I think you should do research. I think you should educate yourself. All right? The mixture. I think you should educate yourself. These people, these older people, they understand. And that one thing I don't understand, I think they should have teach us more. I think our generation should have get more teaching on herbs. Not to say I wasn't wrong. I used to see my grandmother as a little boy making a little mixture. If you get a cold, help clean out your system. She mixture them. But sometimes you watching them. But if the only was explaining more, and I'm sorry I wasn't asking more question in them time. They wasn't really, breaking it down and giving you the information that you need. So now, at this stage, this is why it lost. If you notice today, ain't much people. Yes, people could tell you about herbs and they drink herbs and they plant herbs, but ain't much people really know about the dosage and how much we should put, and we all guessing. We all guessing. This is why I try not to overdo it because we don't know the amount. I know. When my grandmother make her dosage, I know she used to give you like a spoonful. Like a spoonful. She give you a spoonful. Not too much. It was never a cup. It was a spoon full. So we got to know the measurement, the what to do, what to give, how much to give. This is important. This is why in the hospital they make sure they tell you, okay, you take 3 times a day. They never tell you to take all one day. They might take a exclude sweet executive session. How you doing? Thank you for being here, man. Blessings, blessings. Yeah, this is why they give you dosage. They tell you how much you to take. And this is what we got to do too. We can grow our herbs. And then when we grow our herbs, we know our herbs is even more poking, strong, because we grow them and we know how we grow them. All right? Our rosemary, even the rosemary, I'm telling you right now, since I harvest these rosemary here, I'm telling you, it's September, October, November, December, January. It's 4 months. And the scent of these things is amazing. The scent. 4 months after drying them. And look at the color. The color is so beautiful. And the scent is just like on the tree. You know when the rosemary on the tree, how it smells? Same way. 4 months after. We also have the seed and the leaf. This is what we call seed and the leaf. Do some research and you're going to learn about the benefit of this plant. This is what we call seed and the leaf. 4 months after, look at the color, the smell, so strong. That's why I don't believe in sun drying. I mean, if you got to sun dry, you got to do what you got to do. But I don't believe in dehydrating anything. I don't believe in that at all. And I don't believe in sun drying. But if you got to sun dry, you got to do what you got to do. I'm just telling you from my experience, why I prefer to air dry. Yep. I prefer air dry, guys. is just different. Air drying is just different. The taste is different, the smell is different, everything is just different. Give me 1 second, guys. Hold on, 1 second. Yes, guys. So, like I was saying, guys, I is a reason why I prepare. I garden the way I garden because I don't want to just garden in a way that you. I want to reap all the benefit therein. I want to reap all the benefit. I want when I eat something, it must able to help me in some form or the other. I want when I drink something, drink some tea, it must able to help me in some form or the other. I don't want to fool myself drinking something that's not gonna benefit me. All right, I'm not gonna fool myself. So if I'm growing my food, this is why I grow them a certain way. This is why I take pride in what I'm doing when come on my food and my herbs. The preparation, very important. Because at the end of the day, you're gonna be storing these things and you want to store them and you want to able to for them to last. You don't want to store them, spend time growing them, storing them, and then when you get what happened, you realize more on them. What you got to do? Throw them away. So we don't want to do that. We don't want to do that. So this is why I try to do things a certain way. So how you guys doing? What's going on, guys? How are you guys doing? Thank you all so much, man. Thank you all for hanging out with me. Appreciate you all. But preparation is the key. Because it takes time to grow these herbs and these food. It takes time, it takes effort. So after growing them, you want to make sure you're able to put them in places that they can store properly. When you store them, you don't want to see no dampness. You don't want to see no dampness. Anyhow you see dampness, you having an issue and they're gonna turn mold. If you notice what I'm showing you here, they dry properly, and there's no room. You still have them, even though you have them in this, you still gonna put them in another bag. Zip it up really good. Another bag that also air could seep through. All right, this is really important, guys. Really, really important. Preparation is important when you're dealing with herbs. You don't want them to get mold. Because if they get mold, that's a problem right there. Yes. So shout out to everyone, man. I just want to say, man, shout out to all the people who follow this channel. Shout out to everyone who support. Appreciate you all. If you haven't subscribed to this channel, please subscribe. I will appreciate it. And also hit the notification bell, because if you don't hit the notification bell, sometimes you could miss videos that I post. Even sometimes I go live, people don't get the notification, which is really sad, because it's so much I have to share when come an information. So much. Okay. Also, I want to show you also some peppers that I also dry. The peppers are, I'll sun dry them for a period of time. The pepper. The reason why I sun dry the pepper is because you know the dampness inside, and you want to make sure that they dry properly, because the same thing gonna happen. So when you harvest the pepper, I'm not into dehydrating. What I'll do, I'll just put them in the sun. Then after I take them out the sun, I put them in a bag that the air could go through, and then when they dry, that's it. Right now I have some pepper, but I have to blend them up because I dry them. But what I'm saying is, you have to able to prepare when you harvest your food. You got to able to know how to put up your food, secure your food, because you're gonna catch yourself just growing it and losing it. So you want to know how to prepare them. You want to know how to secure them, because they could last long once you know how to secure them. Don't allow too much air to just blow on them. After they dry, don't allow too much air to blow on them. Because the more air blow on them is the more they're gonna get drier, and crispy. So you wanna, even though I have them in the bag, I still have them in the other bag that the air cannot just see through. Right? Okay. So what you guys growing? You guys ain't growing anything this year? Or you ain't make up your mind as yet? Give me 1 second, guys. The thing about gardening is securing our food. Securing our food is so important. I'm telling you. These are peppers that I dry in the sun. These peppers properly dry. Some of them I've dried them in the sun. And after I dry them in the sun, not fully dry in the sun, but after I dry them in the sun, what I did, I also used the same mesh bag and put them inside of there. And now, this different type of hot pepper. You see? So when you dry them properly, some people will dehydrate them. Like I said, I'm not into dehydrate at all. If I have to, I will. But if I don't have to, I'm not into it. So these are hot pepper. And the reason why, you know why I'm another way I don't want to dehydrate anything? The seeds. No, if you dehydrate these, you're gonna end up lose these seeds. You see where I'm coming from? You're talking about thousands of seed you will lose. Thousands of seed. So I'm not into that because I also want to save my seeds. I want to save my seeds, so I'm not gonna even. I'm really not into it. Dehydrate, but I also have my reason why. I'm not gonna look how much seed. Let me show you how much seed drop out in this seed. Thousands of seeds. Give me a minute there. I don't know if you guys can see, but and this is nothing. This is nothing right here. Oh no. You see here? I don't know if you can see here. You see seeds? All this is seeds. And this is nothing. This is nothing, guys. All this is pepper seed. And these pepper seed here, these are bell pepper seed. These are bell pepper. These are seed that come from an 8-foot bell pepper tree. And it's so much seed. And that's nothing right there, guys. So this is what I'm doing now. I'm actually trying to separate my seeds them. I'm trying to separate my seeds them and mark them. So I actually know what is what. Bell pepper. This one is Poblano. I think it's Pablo. I think that's what this one is. We have this one is the cayenne pepper. This one, these holding so much seed. So much seed is holding. You have the monkey pepper. We call this one monkey pepper. And we also have the scorpion pepper. All these is hot pepper. And god damn, the scent trees you is so strong coming to your nose. So right here, all this is hot pepper. Dry hot pepper. All this is dry hot pepper. So even though you might not wanna, because listen, all this is dry hot pepper. So listen me. So as you can see, I'm a guy that grow my food and figure out how to prepare, how to put them away. Now I have hot pepper freeze up in the freezer. I also have bell pepper in the freezer. But it was so much pepper. I also make fresh hot pepper sauce. I also make hot pepper sauce mixed with mild pepper, which is bell pepper. So that pepper ain't gonna be, that sauce ain't gonna be too hot. But we have the monkey face pepper. We have different type of pepper sauce. It's so much pepper sauce, and then all these is just dry pepper. So this pepper is properly dry, well dry. These pepper. So it ain't no room for mold, and this is what's important: mold. So I'm gonna keep them, and this pepper is a couple months old now. Since a matter of fact, this pepper is about maybe about September. I pick this pepper, maybe around there, and I've been putting them in the sun, allow the sun to basically bring it down, break it down, because you know it's damp. So allow the sun to beat it, dry it down, then allow the air to penetrate it. So right now, I know they're properly dry. If they wasn't fully dry, you want to start seeing they look like they want to spoil. But if you look, you're going to see everything look so dry and fresh. All right, so now what I can do, I can blend all these pepper. I can blend them and put them away, maybe in a jar or something. And every time I need some real hot pepper, I just shake it in my food. All right, so this is another way. When you're growing lots of pepper, this is another way how to preserve them and put them away. Dry them in the sun, then you air dry them. You don't allow the sun to just dry them out completely. You allow the sun to dry them to a softness then. Then after that, you take them and you put them in a, we call the bag, the bags them that the air could blow through. And then you tap the bag every couple of days. You make sure you tap the bag, that shake the bag that they could move around. And once they dry properly, that's it. Once they dry properly, that's it. So I'm gonna keep them out. Is either I blend them, or I keep them out for at least another month, and then I put them in a jar or something, because I want them to properly dry before you put them in a jar. Even though I know they properly dry, but you just want to make sure. Because like I said, any dampness can create mold. Any dampness can create mold. So this is what I'm saying, guys. So this is what I get from my garden this year. I have a lot more. I gotta take this out, this plastic. I gotta put it back in the bag. But this ton load of pepper seed in this plate. Ton load of pepper seed in this plate right here. You see? Ton load of pepper seed. This is actually bell pepper here. This is actually bell pepper. Come from these. What I do, I cut open the bell pepper, and I just cut off this area with the stem, and then I just leave them to dry like this. So when they dry like this, what I do now, I come and I just, peel them off into a plate or something. Then I put them up. So in this bowl here, this is where I have different type of hot pepper. You're gonna get thousands of pepper in here because every pepper in this bowl was ripe. They was fully ripe before I picked them, before I harvest them. So in this is thousands of seeds right here. If I did dehydrate them, maybe I couldn't I couldn't be looking forward for them. But because I didn't dehydrate them, I know for a fact there are some nice, beautiful seed up inside here. Nice, beautiful seed. So this is how I do it, guys. I don't believe in throwing away my seed. I believe in saving my seeds for the next season. This is why I'm able to give away so much, because I try to save as much seed as possible. Turmeric, I try to save turmeric as well. This year, I'm not planning to spend a dime in my garden. Not a dime. And these are the reasons why. Saving seeds. Saving your seeds can save you a lot of money. So, let me peel off these. I'm going to peel off these on top. And these, I'm going to peel them off. And then I'm going to take these. Right. Like these, I'm going to take these off and I'm going to just peel them off. Or these are fully dry. Right at this moment, these are fully dry. Fresh bell pepper seed, fully dry. Ready to go. You guys set your seed already? I have some bell pepper seed right now. Don't germinate already. I'm doing really well. This bell pepper seed is mature because these bell pepper seed come from ripe bell peppers out of my garden. So you know for a fact these are mature seed. If you throw these in the soil, I guarantee you they're gonna germinate. These are really fresh. You see how much seed here, guys? If you germinate all these seeds, is a field of peppers you have right here. A field of pepper. If you germinate all this, watch. Is a whole field. I wouldn't even do that to myself. Try to germinate all of this. But just like this, guys, just like this, I have fresh well macho, dry bell pepper seed. And this bell pepper is a really good breed of bell pepper. These bell pepper seed come from a 6 foot, no, not six, 8 foot bell pepper tree. Come from an 8 foot bell pepper tree, and there, there is well mature, and then the peppers them produce so much. The pepper them produce so much. And my videos them could tell you, man, that's the thing. My videos could tell you everything I'm saying. The peppers them produce so much seeds, so much bell pepper. This is just a fraction, guys, of the peppers I have. This only come from about, let me see more pepper. 1, 2, 3. There are 4 peppers. This is what this come from. And this is a lot. Yes, guys. So right here, okay, let me see. I'm trying to overwinter a bell pepper from last year. I just have a plastic coating covering it, the stem. When you have it indoors, if you have it indoors, it can work. I also have bell pepper I'm overwinter. I have one plant. The truth is, I don't really need to overwinter bell pepper. The reason why I don't need to overwinter bell pepper is because my growing season. My growing season is long enough for me to grow bell pepper, so I don't need to overwinter them. But I do overwinter just for my viewers, because I try to show my viewers them as much as I can. So I try to overwinter them as well. Outside, maybe it could work, because right now I'm overwintering some plants by me as well too. 2 pepper, a 10 foot pepper tree. Well, I cut it down. A 10 foot pepper tree and another pepper tree. I'm overwintering them. The 10 foot one, I cut it down and I cover it. But the weather is so cold, I'm just hoping that it might survive. I mean, okay, you say, Sissy Judah say, I'm in Louisiana, I'm new to the. Oh, okay. Well, that's good. You tried. At least you tried. So next year, you're gonna know when the spring come. If it's spring back, then you know it's definitely working. So go to try. That's all you know. When you try, that's all you know. Yep. So yes, guys. Now save a bunch of seed right here. Bunch of seed. This is like, I'm telling you right now, this is a couple thousand seeds sitting right here. And the pepper them produce so much seed too. So much seed. So if this is about 2,000 seed, then we know here, this type of pepper, this the cayenne pepper, this thing does hold about 40 seeds, I'm telling you. These hold about 40 seeds, and that's no lie. Okay, good. Yes, goodies. That's a good idea. If he check, right, he could check his growing zone. That might be just, that might be good. Check his growing zone. That's a good idea. Definitely a good idea. Like I was saying earlier, guys, these is the three different hot pepper right here. And I air dry them. I didn't put them in a dehydrator because I'm not really I don't really use dehydrator. So how I make this work? I make it work by putting it in the sun. And after I put it in the sun, I'm gonna open it. Properly dry, properly dry. Yes. These are properly dry, well dry. You could hear the creaks. Well dry pepper. So you could make pepper flakes with these. Well dry pepper. Mm. And it's so strong, man. Hold on. You see? I don't know if you see, but this, you see, look here. You see how much seed roll out of this whole little pepper here? You see how much seed roll out of this? Look how much seed from this one pepper. Could you imagine the amount of pepper seed up in this? Yeah. So these pepper here, I'm gonna set them. I'm gonna throw these in some soil because I didn't set none of this, so I'm gonna throw these in some soil. This is how, guys, this is how I'm not spending a dime this garden season. This is exactly how and why. Able to save your own seed is so important, guys. Able to save your own seed, able to, this is why I say, you see good eats? Yes, yes. This is why I'm saying I'm not trying to spend a dime in this garden season. I want to use my own seed. And you know what? This is what I've been telling you guys. What I've been telling you guys is about growing the same seed for so long. Growing the same seed for long. These days we don't know what we're getting. We have no idea what we're getting these days. But growing the same seed for so long, I'm telling you, is good because you know you've been growing these seeds. And especially the way I grow my seeds, these seeds already programmed to organic soil. So these seed, if you get these type of seed, you surely need to grow them in organic because that's how they perform. Because they've been growing in that type of soil for so long now. They're already programmed to that. And if I can give you this seed and you ain't get no, you will, and still you ain't get to grow an 8-foot bell pepper tree. Why? Because, like I say, seed you could program seed, and seed you will catch yourself have to seed will have to adjust. So if you get seed like this, you do the same thing I'm doing, and you stand the chance of getting the same result I'm getting by natural. So that's what they used to. Listen, me right now, my hand is burning me right now. I'm telling you. Yes, I didn't, but the weather is crazy. I'm just doing a trial, and I agree. That's how you're gonna learn. You do a trial and error. That's exactly how you're gonna learn. Definitely. But go it if you're interested in some seed, you could let me know. All right. Just like that, man. So I will always encourage everyone. I will always encourage everyone. Try to save some seed. I'm telling you, it's such a good thing to save your seed. Once you have seed, it's like you have food. Seed could become a currency in the future. Yes, seed might become a currency in the future. People might so interested in seed. Could you imagine? There's no seed is scarce. Could you imagine that seed is scarce and you loaded with seed? You know what that become? That become a currency right there. Because you can exchange. You could use this as a barter system right here. You could use, you understand? So don't throw away seed, guys. Don't throw away seed. And especially when you got good seed, hold on them. I'm telling you right now. When you get good seed, hold on good seed. I'm saying it. Yes, yes, yes. Yes. When you get good seed, hold on them. I'm telling you. Very soon, we don't, at this point, we don't know what we're getting. There's so much we're hearing about non-G, non this, non this. We don't know that. Unless you ain't growing it, you don't know because people know what people looking for now. People know that people not looking for no certain type of seed. So if they know you're not looking for it, what think they're gonna tell you? They're gonna tell you is none, but how do we know? So when you get good seed, hold on the good seed. I could tell you these are good seed. Because I've been growing these things for a long time now. My bell peppers, my rosemary, my turmeric, everything I grow, I've been growing for a long time. And how I was growing them? Natural. Not with all kind of thing around there. So when you get good seed, hold on the good seed. I'm telling you, it could become a currency in the future. I'm telling you. Because, like I said, like I know I was saying, if a situation come, right? A situation come, and I'm telling you, your time money might, in a situation where money ain't gonna valuable. You ever run into a situation where money ain't valuable? When I say invaluable, you can't use it. Because you could be in a place that you just can't use it. Situation come. You have seed. People need seed to grow. See a situation occur and people lose the seed. And you have seeds. You see where I'm coming from? It could become a currency. Sure, believe it or not. So save your seed. I've been talking about saving seed for a long time. And I'm not going to lie to you. There's time I hear people say, you don't need to save seed every year. I hear people say that. But ask them why. Why you don't need to save seed every year? I think you're supposed to save seed every year. The more seed you save is better for you. All right? You just got to know. And I'm going to do a video. I'm going to do a video how to store seed. Because the truth is, the truth is, you could store seed and they could spoil. Exactly, good eat. Exactly. Eh, yep, let's trade. Exactly. Just like that, exactly. All right, because remember, seed is food. Remember that. Seed is food. And we have to eat food. So think how important they are. I'm telling you, man, we got to get serious on these things. Yeah, so when a person tell you don't need to save seed every year, how they know that? And yes, I got to do a live or a video about how to save seed. Because you know what? I have some seed 9 years old. 9 years old. And I got to set some more. And last year, I set some of those seeds. And the seed germinated in 4 days. It was some cabbage, and some broccoli. Cabbage, broccoli, and cauliflower. The thing them germinate in 4 days. I'm telling you about 9-year-old seeds. So you have to know how to save them. You have to know. Because you understand? If you saving them, you gotta know how to save them because you don't want them spoiled. From time to time, you have to air them out. You got to give them that air, especially in the summertime. Especially in the summertime, you bring them out and you just open them and you allow the air to hit them. Listen to me, listen to me. The elements is so important. I don't really think we just take it serious how these elements are so important. Water, wind, fire. These things are so important. So when the wind, the breeze blow through them, you catch what I'm saying? That any moisture or any type of things up inside there, it's gonna get rid of that. You see it's gonna get rid of that. Then you leave them for a couple hours, with the air go through them, you turn them over, let the air blow through them, you shake them, you turn them, with the air blow through them, put them back, and you put them back again. Every year I do that. Every year. So that's a way of save your seed on them. There's people gonna tell you, oh no, seed only lasts up to 3 years. Well, I could tell you, I have 9-year-old seeds germinate in 4 days. So these things, I can't believe them because I see difference. People who never see it could believe, but I can't believe it because I see different. 4 days, these things germinate in 4 days. And this is what I'm saying, guys. You have to know how to deal with stuff. Hey James, what's up, man? How you doing? Thank you for being here, man. What's going on? Good to see you, man. What's going on? How you been? Yeah, man. So seed, you could definitely save seed. Don't make nobody tell you seed cannot last for a certain time. Yes, you can save seed. They tell you that to make you buy. That's it right there, James. That's it right there. To make you buy more. So you're gonna have a seed and throw them away because they over 3 years, so they ain't good. So what you do now, you get ready to go and buy more. Save your seed, guys. Save your seed because as we see what we see happening now. We see in a lot of seedless plants, plants without seed, right? We see in plant without seed. We see in fruits without seed. It's happening already. It's happening already. So when that time comes, when there's no seed out there, barely any seed, and you have your seed, you could live like a king or a queen. All right? Hey, James, you ever hear about a herb named seed under leaf? Is anyone up in here ever hear about a herb, a plant named seed under leaf? I always question, let me see what you say. I always question the false saying, money don't grow on tree. All right. Okay. Okay. Yes. Okay. Okay. Well, fruits, food could turn in that place because now, if you want food, okay, James, okay, all right. Maybe you know it, but it's maybe by a different name. You might know it. This is it right here. I'm gonna show you it right here. This is it right here. It's basically grow the seed. The seed grows under the leaf, and it produces a lot of seed. It produces a lot of seed, but the seed is like under the leaf. So that's why we call them seed under leaf. But I'm sure if you check it out online, I'm sure you're gonna have get another name. The seed under leaf. You see this right here? This is a really good plant. This is a really good plant. I know this plant since I'm about 4 or 5 years old. I know this plant. This is a plant they used to use regular. This one here, with the root and the leaf them. And like I'm saying, like, okay, like back home, right? In the liquor day, young days growing up, where my where they used to do, they used to like they're gonna make a line like a clothesline. Wait, still cover mangoes. Really, James? Sorry to hear that, brother man. Sorry for hear that. Oh wow. Sorry to hear that, man. Well, I'm glad you're here, man. Glad you're still here. Oh wow. Glad you're still here. Man, wow. Okay. I look it up. It have 5 names. I never heard of it. I want to go though. Okay. You might be surprised. You have it right in your area because they grow well in my garden. They grow wild. They grow everywhere in my garden. Everywhere. Also, it have 5 different names, right? I know it by seed and the leaf. I'm sure they're gonna have some scientific name about it. I'm sure they're gonna do that. But it's a beautiful plan. Very beautiful plan. I have another one. Um, REO. I can't remember the name. But that's a beautiful one too. It produces a beautiful flowers. It be like a scrub, but it produces a beautiful flowers. That's listen to me. A lot of scrubs we see and we call scrubs. I'm telling you. I don't know, man. They call all kind of scrubs and this and that, but you know, me to my brother, I still have a lot to. That yes, man. You have You have a lot of information to share, man. Listen to me. Anytime. Listen to me. Anytime I'm live and you want, if you want to come up, you could come up, man, because you have a lot of information. You know a lot about gardening because I remember you used to be up on the platform and you have a lot to share, man. You still have a lot to share, so that's good. Glad you're here. And I see you know, I didn't see him for a long time. Didn't see you for a long time. So I didn't know, you know what I'm saying? But glad you're here, man. Glad you're here. Oh, this is why I stopped doing video. Okay, okay. Because yes, I see you post. I see you post no video for a really long time, James. Long time I ain't see, and I ain't see you anyway for a while. But glad to have you back, man. Glad to have you. Still have so many to share. You still have so much knowledge, so much information to share. And you know what? We need to hear from people like you too, James. You know, we need to hear from people from you too. I mean, this is time of information. We need the type of information we have. We need to pass that on to the next generation who want to grab it, who don't want it, they just leave it. But these information, the knowledge that we know is good to pass on to the next generation for real. Thank you, Planta. Yes, yes. Anytime you're ready, man, you let me know, man. You have a lot to share. You have a lot of information, man. Even about gardening, you have your way of gardening too. You have a lot of you have experience. And that's where we're looking for people who could share real information, not just speak it, but could share real information from their experience, what they experience in the garden. These, you know, I will love that for real. Well, your last post was about a year ago. Yeah, I see you for a while, man. For real, but good, you up and well. Good to see you. Good to see you. So you gardening still, James? You getting ready to plant anything this year? Yep, guys, this garden season is popping, and I'm getting my seedings and them in the ground. I'm trying to in the soil. But like I say, man, I'm also using the paper towel method. So I'm doing both right now. The paper towel method and the soil method. And they both working good. But the paper towel method, so like when you talk about pigeon peas and the sorrel, the paper method work beautiful, man, for real. Them things, our pigeon peas growing right at this moment. Have sorrel growing right at this moment. Them thing germinate so fast in the paper towel. So I'm doing more paper towel germination this year, which I hardly do. But this year I'm really looking to it because they germinate faster than if you have them in the soil. Then we also have the ginger, turmeric, all these things I'm putting in soil. Let me see. Yes, I'll try not to take up all the time like before. Oh, not no, man. You could speak. Listen to me. Once you have information, man, I don't mind. You you understand? People listen. You understand? This is about this channel. It's about information and sharing information. So if a person here sharing information, you could do that as long as you want. All right? Oh, you're still recovering in medical. Okay. I just learned to walk. Oh wow, James, I didn't even know that, man. I didn't even know that. But I wish you all the best, man. I wish you all the best and have a speedy recovery, man. Wow. Seeing you all this time, I didn't even know. I know I didn't see you for a while. I know for sure I didn't see you. But I thought you get caught up walking busy. I know it was this type of situation there. Wow. Sorry to hear that, brother. Sorry. Okay. I get plant, but people keep asking questions. Uh, okay, okay. I'm not gonna pressure you. Whenever you feel, you wanna. We have a reasoning. You just let me know, man. All right, but I know you're recovering right now, so not gonna take you into it right now. Okay. Well, all right. Well, that's wonderful. That's wonderful. The hard part is over and you're recovering. Yes, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Wow, man. Sorry to hear that, brother, but at least you're getting better. That's what's important. You're getting better. That's what's important. Yes, whenever, if you want to, like how we used to do it before. Yes, yes, yes. Whenever. No pressure, no pressure. All right? No pressure at all. And just hang in there, man. Yes. But yeah, guys, I want to say thank you all again for coming out again. Appreciate each and every one of you for coming out. I know this is garden season, guys, so you're going to be seeing me a lot these days. All right? Because we have the information and we're not trying to sit down on the information. We're trying to spread the information and we're trying to motivate people. The more people plant their own food, is going to be better for many of us. Because if everybody have food, everybody going to be okay. You ain't got to worry about people trying to take your food because they're growing their own food. So it's all about trying to motivate people. It's all about letting people know that it's not as complicated as it may seem, letting people know that it's not as expensive as it might be if you take a certain route. If you take a certain route to start a garden, you could spend hundreds of dollars, maybe even thousands if you ain't be careful. So you gotta pay attention to who you getting information from because people will encourage you to go and buy a expensive flower pot, and I tell you, no, go and look for some pot once the size is right around your house, because it's never about the size, the price is mostly about the size. The community has changed, not as many people anymore. Yeah, I'm not. You see, a lot of people. Man, listen to me. The truth is, sometimes a lot of new people join was to. Yes, exactly, Dollar Tree. I agree. I agree. It's never about the price. It's mostly the size. You see, a lot of people come, okay, on 2020 around there, you know what was going on around that time. So a lot of people join, come on YouTube for lawn. A lot of people come for lawn. But what happened is a lot of people start encouraging people to create a channel. And a lot of people get distracted from the vision, what they come and they come to learn, but then they create a channel and they get caught up, man. I'm telling you, because if you, I had a life the other day. I ain't going back there right now, but a lot of people get because the first thing you used to hear is, "Oh, Joy, get a channel and get monetized," right? Nothing wrong with getting a channel and get monetized because that's how you could start making a few dollars. But the thing is, after you monetize without views, you're not making the funds. So that discourage a lot of people because the funds. But when you're doing this for helping people, you don't study that. You check what I'm coming from? Because your mission is helping. That's your mission. Helping people, help motivate people. Because look, if you notice, my life never full. You understand? Check my life. But how much years I've been doing life, and it never stopped me. No, James, it can't be tonight because I got to get rolling in a minute. That why I start so early tonight. Usually I start 10 o'clock. But so I'm getting ready to leave now. So maybe tomorrow night. Is that okay? Tomorrow night will be wonderful. You hear me? I'm getting ready to leave now. So tomorrow night will be a lot better for us. Let me know. Let me know. You hear me, James? Yes, tomorrow. Tomorrow will be fine. We could do tomorrow night. We can do, and you could come up and we could have a conversation. All right? Yes, we could talk. We could finish where we was talking about tonight. Yes, yes. So, guys, you guys have a blessed, wonderful night, and hope to see you guys tomorrow night. All right, tomorrow night. Hope to see you all. That we could continue our conversation. You know, we talk about all we do. We try to uplift people. We try to stay as positive as possible. All right. What time tomorrow? I start tomorrow like 10 o'clock tomorrow. I do a later version. That work for you? Which one best? 10 o'clock or 8 o'clock? Which one works for you? Blessing good eats. I appreciate you. We're good eats. Wait, hold on. Oh, okay, okay. All right, all right. So see you tomorrow, guys. You guys stay. Yes, Eastern Standard Time. Yes, Eastern Standard Time. Yes. All right. So, guys, see you guys tomorrow night. All right. So, you guys take care. Have a blessed and wonderful night. Thank you all again. Thanks for all the support. Thank you, Goodies, for always looking out. Truly appreciate it, sis. Thank you, James. I appreciate you, man. Thank you, Sissy Jr. Appreciate you coming to and sticking around with us, man. Appreciate that. All right. So I'll see you guys tomorrow. Appreciate you all.